my time to shine. He took over. He got it. Splash. And that will put some gauze on it. They were having a lot of fun, dishing it off to each other. The dunks were happening, just a good time. And welcome inside the den, home of the Berkley Bears. We're set for a rivalry game tonight in Berkeley. We are happy to be here. He's Sam Stick Day. My name's Chad Butch. And when a rivalry occurs between these two teams, this has always been that way. Coach said, and the athletic director said, look, it's been nasty in the past. It's calmed down, but it's still intense, Sam Stick Day. It's still a rivalry, and it lives well tonight. We are already seeing the electricity. I'm excited for this one.
Yeah, it's already been an electric atmosphere in here, and when you talk about rivalry, they've already played this season, 37-32. Berkley came out on top, so it's kind of a revenge game for Royal Oak. And when these guys that are familiar with each other get on the court at the same time, you never know what's going to happen. You could throw the records out because of the familiarity with it. You see it all the time in divisions, and they're just going to go at it tonight. It's going to be a fun game.
We saw Berkley in a win, and a come-from-behind win. They were down 15 against Seaholm. We did the game, last-second game winner by Donnie Powell, and what a win it was. They followed that up with a stinker up at Stony Creek. Joe Sermo says it just wasn't our team. What Berkley team gives tonight here in this rivalry matchup?
Well, it's got to start with Donovan Powell. I mean, we saw it in that game with that 15-point comeback, and there you get a nice look at the Berkley team. But you saw it in that comeback. They started the press. He got going, and he hit that big game-winning shot.
A guy that really can get it going, tough going to the rim. This is a Berkley team that's won 11 of 12 against Royal Oak. They've really owned this series. But no time to let up tonight. Royal Oak playing for a lot of pride despite having a lot of injuries this year. They've got some players of their own that are doing some things.
Yeah, and when you got to start at the top with, appropriately, number one, Camden Clark, 18 points a game. He's a really aggressive player. You're going to see him drive. You're going to see him get his teammates involved. And he's the guy that they need to have a big game tonight if they want to compete with what Berkley's bringing. But another guy that's super interesting, always you love to see freshmen get on the board, right? C.J. Harrison, the coach called him the best freshman he's ever coached. 5'10", but a pure shooter. He's going to be fun to watch tonight.
9-8 are the Royal Oak Ravens as you get a look at Cam Clark and C.J. Harrison, as Stick mentioned. Meanwhile, Berkley, this is a team that's played so well at home, 6-1. They're great in this gym, looking for a bounce back. A guy like Cook, who had a tough shooting night, really a guy they rely upon to shoot the basketball well. I know Cook a big part of it along with some others. The senior-led lineup.
Yeah, Jacob Friedman is another guy. He's a shot blocker. He's crafty around the rim, and, I always talk about a pure big at the high school level is such an advantage. Then you also got Joe Voss and, the big guy off the bench, number 34, Michael Anuha. He's really strong in the game. We saw him a raw player, but he's always ready to go.
All right, we've got a lot to get to, including the head coach Joe Sermo and his conversation earlier. His thoughts on this matchup. We're back with Joe Sermo after this.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Welcome back to Berkeley High School as we get set for the Bears and the Ravens. It's the rivalry game, and we're with the head coach of Berkeley High School, Joe Sermo. What an exciting atmosphere for this game, this classic. People that are just walking into this don't know a lot about this rivalry. Let's start first. What is this rivalry all about? All rivalries have something special about it. What is it about this that stands out?
Yeah, it's just the proximity of the schools, just being a couple miles apart. These kids have played each other since middle school, very familiar with one another. A lot of them are friends off the court, but it's just a fun rivalry, but it's very heated when the ball tips off for sure.
You guys got the better of Royal Oak earlier this season. It's been a good run for you guys, 11-5 on the year, second best in the league. I mean, is this the kind of start you envisioned at this point of the season?
Yeah, no doubt. We have a lot of leadership, 9 seniors, a lot of guys back from last year that played some significant minutes, and it's player-led for sure. We had a little bit tougher of a non-conference schedule, but we got through the weeds and we learned a lot from that, and we play really well at home. We feed off our home crowd, so that's been a huge part of our success for sure.
Let's talk about the game winner last week. A lot of fun it was for Donnie Ballgame.
Yes.
Donnie Ballgame, Donnie Powell with that shot. How fun is it to win a game like that on the road after you overcame a big deficit and to celebrate and win on the way home? Yeah,
no doubt. I mean, you guys were out there. It was a frustrating game, but that's all kudos to see home. That's what Coach DeGeeter's teams are all about. They frustrate you. They play slow. They dictated pace. Our kids were patient. They stuck with it, and that goes back to the experience and the leadership and the maturity of our team, and of course our cool hand of Donnie Powell that hit that floater to win the game was a lot of fun.
In a rivalry game like this against a Royal Oak team that they're defensive-minded as well, I mean, what is it in this game that stands out that you're going to put on that board and say, hey, we got to do this and this, and we got a chance to win this game?
Yeah, we definitely need to keep composure. I know a lot of the kids are amped up to compete in this game on both sides. We just got to kind of weather the excitement of the storm on their side of the floor and to just kind of ease into our game. We want to play fast. We're going to try to dictate pace ourselves and push the ball up the floor. We can do that with the athleticism we have. We've got some size that we can kind of bang inside. We can knock down shots outside to get them to spread out a little bit. But it's all about dictating pace and taking possession by possession. Just not get too high and not get too low, just 32 minutes strong.
How fun is this for you? You're a 97 grad of Berkley. This community means everything to you. I know you live in the community. Your father brought you up in this community, your mother as well. Tell us what it's like to be a Berkley Bear.
Yeah, it's special. I mean, I in this gym alone, grew up going to Coach Steve Rhodes' basketball camps, and he's a Hall of Famer. He passed away years ago, but it was always a dream for the kids growing up here to play for Coach Rhodes. And I had the opportunity in the mid-'90s, played 3 years for Coach, was a captain of the 96-97 team. That was special and exciting, and being able to come back and take over the program and kind of put our own stamp on it has been really cool, and just take a lot of pride in the community. I know our people are hardworking, and they take a lot of pride in our athletics and our school as well, so it means a lot for sure.
Keep up the great work.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So glad to be here tonight.
Thanks for being here. We really, really appreciate you doing this for us.
Thanks for having us. He's Joe Sermo. He's the Bears leader of the Den, and he's looking to take down his rival for the second time and sweep the series tonight here in a rowdy gym at Berkley High School. We're coming back with the starting lineups and much, much more. Thanks for watching. We're the Prep. Back after this.
HealthQuest is different because we look at the patient as an individual and the whole patient, not just the sum of their parts. We do an in-depth evaluation that will go from head to toe, picking up on things that most clinicians just would not really think about treating.
HealthQuest Physical Therapy has over 40 convenient locations with experienced therapists ready to exceed your expectations. Our highly trained clinicians excel in not only orthopedic injuries and pain, but also Parkinson's disease, women's health, and everything in between. Our state-of-the-art facilities are constantly raising the bar to provide you the cutting-edge treatments you're looking for. We are in-network with most insurances and are open 6 days a week. Schedule your free assessment today at hqpt.com.
Years of playing sports took a toll on my feet. The worst was the tear in my Achilles tendon. I went to Fix My Feet today, and I've been pain-free for 2 years. I'm back to pickleball 5 days a week. Amazing!
I've been fixing foot pain for decades. Don't give up hope. Call or visit Fix My Feet today.
Fix My Feet is now open in Rochester Hills, located on Rochester Road in the Target Center. Come in for a free consultation.
Welcome back to a raucous Berkley Gymnasium. My name is Chad Bush alongside Sam Stick Day. What is up, Berkley? Glad to be back with you. It's time now to meet the starters between this rivalry game between the Bears, who come in 11-5 overall, and the Royal Oak Ravens, just across Woodward, ready to cause some ruckus on the road. There's the starters for the Ravens. That's Hairston, the freshman at the point guard spot. Patino, the transfer from Mexico. Lysak, Cam Clark, the top scorer for the Ravens at 18 a game. And Eddie Skaleski, one of the forwards. Again, it's been an injury-riddled year. They lost Ryan Lasner. They lost Hoffman. They lost Zeller. But Aaron Smith and the boys muddling through at 9-8 right now. He's assisted by Adam Banchu and Braden Giraldo. So let's meet the home team, the Berkley Bears. And the Bears, 6-1 in this building, 11-5 overall. Powell at one of the guard spots. Andrew Cook, a long-distance shooter. Micah Green, their defensive stopper. Joe Voss, one of the forwards as well. And he's coming off a broken wrist. Jacob Friedman, the shot blocker Stick talked about. And they are led by the head coach, Joe Sermo, and his 8th-year graduate, a 97, and assisted by Courtney Walker as well. Stick, thoughts on this ball game? And again, the rivalry game, these two teams met earlier. What are the keys to victory both ways?
Well, the keys to victory for the Berkley Bears are to get it in Donovan Powell's hand. We saw him last game. He was kind of their pure scorer, and they need to get that going. And they need to start their press a little bit earlier. That's what they like to do. They like to speed up their opponents. And then conversely, for Royal Oak, key to victory, control the ball. That's what they say they need to do to win, and I believe them. And also, we'll talk about those splash performances, people that you unexpect. We already talked about C.J. Hairston. That's the guy you got to look out for. But Urim Patino, you mentioned the transfer from Mexico, just puts out max effort at all times. And sometimes that effort just translates into energy for the rest of your team and wins.
We're set to go. Friedman to jump it up with Caden Clark. The Bears win it. And here we go right to left with Micah Green running the point. Being checked by Patino, the sophomore. And some active hands early. Joe Sermo talked about the emotions in a rivalry like this. We'll see how the early minutes play out.
Yeah, that's the thing. When you have a rivalry game, you don't have to go through that feeling out process. You already know who you don't like on the other team. You already know what you're trying to take away. And you can see some physical play early already for Patino picking up that first foul.
A couple of OAA opponents. Inbounds passes stolen away by the rookie Hairston. And the throw ahead to Cam Clark. And it's secured finally by Lysak. Back to Hairston in a reset. This is Urim Patino, sophomore. Young backcourt. Hairston. Now to Skaleski, working against Voss. Back to Hairston for three, no. And here come the Bears who get a stop on possession one. Friedman with a rebound.
Yeah, that's what Friedman does. He'll come across that lane. He's a big shot blocker, too. Long arms.
Cook down low to Voss. Back out to Stone. Rip and drive, laying no. And somehow the Ravens keep it clean, and Skaleski with a board.
Yeah, it looked like Berkley had a couple of nice shots at the rim. They just couldn't get those bunnies to go. Nice ball movement, though, on that possession.
Really was. Ravens work it in the corner. Tight man-to-man from Voss and company. Nobody plays tighter, impactful defense than Green. Now at the elbow, Clark has to give it up. Southpaw triple, first points of the game, Splash City. That's Urim Patino, the sophomore, the transfer from Mexico. Splash City, 3-0, the road team Ravens.
And that's the spark plug that they're going to need if they want to pull off the upset tonight.
Cook with the answer.
And honestly, you love to watch it. I've been watching Patino here just for 2 minutes, and he is fun to watch. He is active. Look at him drive to the lane.
Crafty playmaker as well. Kick out three, no from Skaleski, the 6'3 forward. One of the leaders on this team. And Micah Green the other way. Voss back out to Cook. Mid-post jumper, no. Clark saves it to Stone, who gives it to Voss, and he lays it in.
And that's one of the unwritten rules of basketball. You don't save it under your own basket. You either take it out of bounds or throw it to half court. You cannot do that, and that's why.
Fine assist from Stone, who also played on the soccer team, along with some of his other teammates in Green and Cook and Nio. Voss, banker, up and good. And the Bears have their first lead here tonight.
And that's the first time we've seen that from Voss, taking the rebound down, dribbling the entire court. But when you got hair like that, you need to show it off.
No doubt. What a flow game from Voss. Looks extra blown out tonight. Maybe some hairspray.
Rivalry game.
And a little blow dryer. Hairston with it high in the left. 4-3 Bears with their first lead. Voss had an 11-point career high a couple weeks ago. Cook the other way. And Friedman couldn't hold on. It's a turnover for the Bears, who start out in this game 2 of 5. Royal Oak just 1 of 5.
And you like that, though, by the Bears being aggressive in this game. That's what's going to get them into the lead. That's how they got to score points, because, like I said, last time they played, only 37-32, so points are always at a premium if you can get them early and often.
Yeah, no doubt. Voss to save it, and he does. Green on the run, right sideline. Mid-post Voss. Wants it back, short corner left. Stone with a rip drive, another pretty feed, and Friedman had it ripped. And Cook in trouble and has it stolen. Cam on the run to the rack. No, missed the bunny. Green throw ahead. Friedman baseline left out of bounds. And is the emotion early on playing a part of this one?
Yeah, but still what's sticking out is Patino right there. You saw him on that last possession. Get on the floor, get it to his teammate. Unfortunately, he missed the bunny, but this kid is max effort at all times. Reminds me of a kid we just watched before this, number 24.
Yeah, the unified game.
Locked in.
It's a lot of fun to watch. So Don Powell didn't start this game. He does check in now. Banker no good. Stick back by Cam is good. So that's Cam Clark, the wiry, lanky 6'4" forward, and the Ravens have regained the lead in Berkley.
Yeah, those are huge points for Royal Oak.
Donnie Ballgame splits the D, floats it up, no. Voss, and where's the whistle?
He's just yelling easy. He just kept yelling easy. He didn't blow the whistle.
It's going to go back the other way. Yeah, sometimes that whistle gets swallowed.
Good look at the coach right there from Royal Oak. We had a great conversation with him about his team and just about how excited he is for these rivalry games and to put them on display for the entire city. He says it means a lot for his teams.
Really does. A lot of pride he's kept alive in this program, this community. Patino's short corner left jumpers, no. Powell on the run. The high scorer, 16 a game. Game winner last week. Rip drive, no. And rims off. Patino on the run. This is a Division I prospect in soccer, plays club soccer. That's how you know he's really good. Cam with a rip drive, hot knife through butter, and Clark has 4, and it's a 3-point lead, the largest margin of the night.
Man, what a take by Cam there. He was able to keep the ball up high away from his defender.
4 points for Clark to lead the way. 4 points for Voss to lead the way for the Bears.
And since Powell's come in the game, he's done that floater in the lane, which he says is his go-to shot a couple of times. We'll see if he switches it up on this possession.
Goes baseline, reverse, no. And here comes Patino and the Ravens, +3, and a man up here. No look, right block, reverse, good. Eddie Skoleski, but the Sharon of the Sugar is beautiful from Patino, the sophomore.
And just the body position that he used. He had his defender trailing him, and what does he do? He cuts him off. That's the soccer in him, right? Just trying to keep that guy away from the ball.
Yeah, head coach Aaron Smith says, look, his footwork's phenomenal. There's a swipe and a steal there. Kenny Swain lost it. Patino had it picked off. Green says, this is my house. Throw ahead, Swain. Shot, blocked, and a foul called late. That'll go on Eddie Skoleski. 2 shots coming in a gym that's full of energy and action.
Yeah, the referee's letting the boys play tonight, too, and you love to see that, especially in a rivalry. You know it's going to be physical there, a little too much body. Sending big number 13 to the line.
So this is Kenny Swain, the junior, reserve point guard, and he knocks it home. Berkley coming off a loss to Stony Creek after the high emotional win on the road at Seaholm. And Joe Sermo saying, look, it's just part of riding the waves. What a season it's been for the Bears, 11-5. 3 of 4 at home to close the season with their 6-1. Free throws are good by Swain. So it's a 3-point margin, 80 seconds left in the first frame.
And there you see the big man, Onuha, checking in the game.
The big-bodied, and he's making an impact quick. That's out of bounds. That's Michael Onuha who forces that rim protection.
Yeah, Onuha is looking good already in this game, and we talked about it. You know, he's a big physical guy, but he's super raw. But when you look at him on the court, he's the biggest kid out there by far.
Really is. Done a lot of work with Joe Sermo, and he credits Reggie Butler for a lot of his work and development as well. Donnie Powell between the rings. In the paint, in trouble. Too much in that paint, and the Ravens protect.
Yeah, great defense by Camden Clark there, able to contain Powell, who we know is a prolific scorer, but he's got the length on him, and he was able to use that to his advantage.
7 turnovers in the first quarter for Berkley, and that's been their nemesis. Down just 3 considering that. Not all bad. How about Micah Green getting dirty on the deck, forcing a reset with 20 seconds left.
Yeah, we've seen good defense in this game. I mean, they are sticky right to each other. It's tough to get space, and that's why buckets are tough to come by.
Sure is. It's a real grinded-out man-to-man defense for the Bears. A little different than defending Seaholm as they had to do last week, which forces you to be very disciplined and you can fall asleep. This Royal Oak offense a little bit more active. Pass down right block, and that's a lay-in at the buzzer. Cam Clark with a bucket. He's got 8 of the 11 as the Ravens take a 5-point lead to the second.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Are you tired of weekly lawn care or installing new mulch in your flower beds every summer? What about shoveling 4 inches of wet snow in the winter? Are you in search of a reliable and reputable property management company? Does your current provider display a commitment to 5-star customer satisfaction? Well, Owens Property Managers is here to help. Based in Southfield, Michigan, OPM offers a comprehensive range of services, including weekly lawn maintenance, mulch installation, spring and fall cleanup, aeration and overseeding, as well as snow and ice management for both commercial and residential sites. Not only is OPM licensed and insured, OPM prioritizes building trust and lasting relationships with prospective and current clients. Visit owenspro.com for a complimentary quote and email them today at wecanhelp@owenspro.com or call 833-967-6776. Chad and Stick back with you. Your thoughts on the first quarter, sir?
Turnovers for Berkley, 7 for Berkley, only 1 for Royal Oak, and Royal Oak shooting 6 3-pointers, only making 1, but Berkley's only shot 1, so that may be something we look at down the lane.
There's a nice feed to the big boy you just mentioned, Michael Onuha. And the 6'6 senior gets a much-needed bucket to cut it to 3.
Yeah, and with guys like that they call raw, you know, it's week to week what they're going to be. Nice cut.
Nice cut and wide open. Cam Clark with another. He's in double figures. And the lead is back to 5 in the opening 45 seconds of the second quarter.
Yeah, that was a nice cut by Cam Clark, but Patino with the assist. I mean, that's a nice little two-man game they got going right now.
Sure is. Don Powell around a high ball screen, open for 3, short. And Camden Clark with a rebound, and Royal Oak has sort of stolen the air out of this building for the last couple minutes.
Yeah, I mean, it's a warm gym, too. So, so yeah, but they've kind of taken the heat out of it right now.
It is toasty. Glad I brought the polo. Fadeaway Cam Clark and a tough luck roll on a pretty short corner left move.
Yeah, look good.
That's worth something.
But I like this matchup. They decide to go one-on-one, pairing Camden Clark against Donovan Powell.
Rip drive Owen Stone, and he'll get rewarded at the line. Stone's rip, drove, and dished a lot. This time he keeps it and gets rewarded line left. Here's another look.
Yeah, nice take right there. Tried to go up, but number 0, C.J. Harrison with the rip down, sending him to the line.
Stone, a great story. Did not play last year, came back this year, missed his friends, his teammates, but this is one of the key components of this ball club. Stone, who also has come off the bench, and tonight filling in that starter role, one of the seniors, one of the leaders. Coach Sermo says goes hard all the time, listens, yes sir, no sir. He was raised right.
Yeah, resilient kid, that's for sure.
4-point lead for Royal Oak. And that guy right there, Cam Clark, 18 points a game, more than halfway to that tally already as he rips on that baseline.
Yeah, and it seems like they're just happy to be in an ISO with Cam Clark down there by that baseline, and this time Voss gets put on him, and that's a speed matchup that Clark's going to take advantage of every single time and get to the rim.
Quenches on the first. The Bears will go to their bench, so will the Ravens. The Bears will return Andrew Cook, the senior and the three-point specialist, at 12 points a game. Ari Geller, a senior sub, will check back out. Meanwhile, the freshman Hairston will rest. And back into the lineup is Patino, along with Lysak. Shot up and good.
That was a tough shot. He was losing the ball on the way down, able to keep his balance and have enough strength to get it up and into the hoop. I mean, you see it with Donovan Powell, all the flashes of a great scorer, and that's indicative of it right there. When things aren't going right, able to get creative and get it up and get it in, get your 2 points. Look at this.
Man, so creative. Guy that can really finish. Great handle, so crafty. So is this guy. Step back, 19-footer, living right roll. That's Cam Clark, and Cam continuing to cook. He's got 15 already.
He is feeling it. He kept his hand up the entire time down the court there.
Stone with another pretty feed to Cook. Speaking of cooking, who lays it in.
And great assist right there, too. Driving the baseline, able to drop it off to the Cook. Just putting it right in the hoop.
Stone continues to pester Patino, who's cut off in that left block.
We can feel the intensity of this game picking up. Look at this guy. He's feeling all the handles.
No doubt. Ooh. Drop pass back, good. Fine feed by Skaleski to set up Cam Clark, who's got 16 in this game.
And he's calling for a sub right now from his coach. He's tapped his head a couple times.
3 ball, that's Voss. Splash City. Nearly hit the fan. And it's an Aaron Smith timeout. We'll take it with him. Coming right back. Here's another look. The Splash City with a man with the most beautiful mane in the building.
Look at that flow.
Back after this.
My time to shine. He took over. He got it. Splash.
And that will put some gauze on it.
Thought they were having a lot of fun, dishing it off to each other. The dunks were happening. Just a good time.
Vance Fitness, Paul Vance Training. Paul's done it for over 15 years. Personal training experience. The Anytime Fitness Berkley owner. He's an online coach, has trained teams at all levels, professional, semi-pro athletes, Division I track stars. And Paul himself is a Division I track alumnus. He specializes in cardiovascular training, endurance training, hybrid training, strength training, weight loss, toning, and all kinds of sports specific training. His philosophy is, look, maximizing your fitness experience. Success is achieved by setting realistic goals, staying determined, and remaining consistent. Check him out, paulvancetraining.com. We are the Prep, glad to be live from Berkley High School in a rivalry game, 19-6 right now. The Bears are behind by 3 after a Ravens timeout.
See Camden Clark getting that rest he was asking for. Good use of the timeout too, getting some extra time there.
We got an offensive foul and a push-off, and I think they're going to get Patino. Here's another look. Yep.
Yeah, he extended that right arm, and anytime you see that extension, that's when the official's going to call it.
Some scores to update you on. North Farmington 40, West Bloomfield 34. UAD and Catholic Central head to the fourth quarter in a 4-point Catholic Central lead. And St. Mary's with a 10-point lead over St. Francis de Sales. There you get a look at the crowd. How about the Berkley Bear crowd starting to really pump some life into this building. There's another foul drawn, getting aggressive.
Yeah, you mentioned the crowd. You see, they brought a big group over there, too, to our right. And honestly, I was thinking the student section to our left was the home crowd, because usually that's about what you see at a game. But this is the Royal Oak crowd. But my goodness, Berkley represents tonight. Must be Jersey night as well. And there you get a shot of the Royal Oak crowd, too.
That's right. Voss and Donnie Powell in a two-man game now. Powell down low. Voss, rather, missed the shot. Clark back to Voss and a reset.
And Voss has the size advantage. You can see it.
All the way back out to Green. Good ball movement. Short corner left, jumper long from Cook. And Lysak wasn't expecting, but recovers. Pass saved by Skaleski.
And Royal Oak has definitely been sped up right now, and that is what Berkley tries to do to you. They try to speed you up, take you out of your game.
C.J. Harrison for 3, no. Offensive rebound, Skaleski. And a foul on that baseline. That is just the second team foul for the Bears. It'll take 5 to get a couple of shots.
Yeah, the officials have been letting them play tonight. You know, usually about this time in the second period, sometimes you're seeing people, having to be benched because they got too many fouls on them. Not tonight. Just 3 fouls in this entire quarter.
Yeah, you like the grind.
Well, that was part of the narrative of the last game, right? There were a couple calls that I believe both sides weren't too appreciative of. So, this game, okay, I'm sure the officials heard that. Fine. Let the boys decide it then.
Aaron Smith, the head coach of Royal Oak, saying, look, Berkeley's very physical. They make you play faster. We'll see how we handle the bright lights moment. Missed down low. Cam got it. And a foul going up. They will call a foul. And I believe they're going to get 5. That's Micah Green. Here's another look.
Yeah, but that's just Cam Clark forcing the action. I mean, he went in, he got his own rebound, forced it back up there. This kid, when he is on the court, he has given everything he has.
Guy that can shoot it a little bit, but we've seen him go to the basket with ease. Substitution, the Ravens will check into the lineup. Ethan Cousins, a freshman. Clark now with 17 points in this game and 1 away from his average with 2.5 to go in the second quarter. And there it is.
Yeah, he's single-handedly outscoring Berkley right now.
That he is. The Bears down 5. Been down as many as 6. Voss open on the block. Couldn't grab it. Wanted a foul. Lysak. Kick out. 3-ball. Cousins, the freshman, no.
He may be a freshman, but he must have the green light. As soon as he got that thing, he put it up.
He wasn't scared. Powell in the post. 2 minutes left in the second quarter. 5-point lead for the Road Ravens, who lost by 5 earlier this year in Royal Oak. Powell, start, stop, and lost it off a defender.
Fans are booing that. They think that was off Powell, but I'm assuming somebody got a little piece of the ball. You see him rip through right there, and yeah, right from behind, you saw Harrison poke it out. That was a good call by the officials.
Yes, it was. Voss somehow saves it and is fouled. That's the 4th team foul on Royal Oak. 1 more before they'll hit the line.
And I feel that's what Berkley needs to do right now. You can see they have the size on the court. Start using your big men, get in the paint, and start forcing some action.
7 points for Voss to lead the way. He has it now.
There it is.
Cross post to Cook. Banker, no. Friedman gets in there. Missed the bunny. And Green is bodied out of bounds. Free throws coming for Green. That's the 15th foul. Lysak, the guilty party, the 6-foot senior guard.
Yeah, you can see the bump there. It kind of puts the official. If that takes place at center court, that's probably not a foul. But when you're bumping the guy out of bounds, you can't take away the possession when it's forced like that. So the official makes the right call.
There's Aaron Smith, the head coach for the Ravens. Also part of the Detroit Pistons and the Motor City Cruise. There he is, 8th season. Troy High School. His claim to fame, he coached Austin Sonnenberg in high school, JV basketball at Troy High. But he does an outstanding job, director of youth engagement development for the Pistons, 20-plus years. And he's the PA announcer for the Cruise, and he also backs up Mason for the Pistons. He's phenomenal.
And you know what? He sounds a lot like Mason when
exactly
he's on the
like
mic. I know
he
Mason's kind of been his mentor in that area, but you could tell he learned from the best.
He sure did. That's Jacob Freeman getting loose down low. He's cut the lead in half, and the Bears are down just 2 with 65 seconds left until halftime.
Yeah, the Bears aren't going anywhere. We watched them last time, down 15 points. Their will is always going to be in the game. And that's a credit to the coaching.
Yeah, how about this defense here by Green? Lost it off the official, and that's an unfortuitous hop. And Joe Sermo's losing himself there across the way. And this is tough.
Yeah, the official, you got to feel for him, right? He is in the court of play. That's part of the game. If the ball hits him, he's an obstacle out there.
Yeah, here's another look at it.
Clean steal, boom. Right off the official's leg.
Right. Now, if he's in bounds, there should be no whistle there.
Exactly. I didn't think they should have stopped play, but I think because of the confusion, they did.
Yeah, that's fair. 50 seconds left. What a dandy of a first half. Here in the home of the Bears. Glad to be in Berkeley. Our first broadcast in Berkeley. Rip, drive, right block, laying good. That's Luke Lysak, the senior, physical, tough guy, known for his defense, but that was a big boy move.
Yeah, and you see the defensive adjustment for Berkeley, too, moving Micah Green onto Canton Clark, and that kept him out of the paint and out of that play, really.
Good point. Friedman spins, swirls, twirls, laying no, stick back Green, and he drew the foul with that tough nose for the ball again.
Yeah, Green is showing his toughness not only on the defensive end but the offensive end there, ripping down the offensive rebound and just putting it up. He didn't take it back down. He didn't try to dribble it. He had the position on his defender and abused it.
Free throw missed. Bears are 4 of 7 from the stripe. Green splits the pair, 13 seconds left. Royal Oak by 3. Full court pressure by the Bears. Green against Cam, stolen by Stone and blocked out of bounds. Fine recovery by Lysak. Great steal by Stone as well.
And Lysak with no reaction to that amazing play. He comes in, blocks that thing left hand and just throws it out of bounds.
Gotta hustle, 7 seconds into Stone, 5 seconds. Green, corner, Cook for 3, and the tie, no, and that's how we head to the break. 23-20, the Ravens on the road, making some noise. We knew it would be tight, and it's getting sticky, and a fun one in Berkley. Glad to be here. We're back with highlights, and the athletic director, Taylor Horn, right after this.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
Welcome back to Berkeley High School as we get set for Berkeley and the rival Royal Oak. We're here with their athletic director, Taylor Horn, in his 4th year. Taylor, thanks for having us out tonight. Great to be in this gym. I can already feel the electricity.
Yeah, you know, tonight's a big night. We've got a lot of things going on, and obviously with the rivalry, it's always going to be a little passionate. But, you know, we've got some extra things added on with unified basketball and some fundraisers. And on top of that, it's staff appreciation night. So it's going to be a big night.
A lot of fun festivities. First off, let's talk about this community. You've been here as the athletic director for 4 years now.
Yeah.
The Berkeley community, a community that welcomed you with open arms from the great state of Indiana.
Yeah.
What a basketball state. Here you are, and tied to this community. What is it about this Berkeley community that makes it so special?
I think the biggest thing is they love to be involved. You know, they're passionate about the school. They're passionate about sports. We're going to talk a little bit about the bond in a little bit, but just the support that we get from this community is just incredible, and we don't take that lightly. I don't take it lightly, and I make sure that, you know, our sports teams really respect that, respect our facilities, and do the community right.
Berkeley was backed with a $88 million bond that was passed this past August, and I know that's money that's going to be well spent across the district in many areas, but let's focus on the athletics portion of it.
Sure.
There's some exciting things coming, including an indoor facility. What can you reveal about the plans for this bond?
Yeah, you know, we're finishing some design of it right now, but, you know, we're really excited about having an indoor facility built across the street here. It'll be about a 50 or 60 yard turfed facility with some additional space for a weight room and some additional rooms for a trainer and bathrooms and stuff like that. So really great things. We're going to even have another turf field built just north of that indoor facility. So a bunch of extra space for our teams to get out and practice and do what they need to get their programs built and really just supporting all programs. We're helping it. Every team can use this space, and it's multi-purpose for a reason.
Has to feel great to get that support, to see the support. And we're seeing the success on the fields, in the courts, in the pool. It's paying off. And we know winning is not everything. There's a lot more lessons to come, but boy, when you get wins, you get championships, you get top-ranked teams, that's pretty cool too. Talk about the success stories this past fall and currently in the winter season.
Yeah, you bet. I think the first thing we need to mention is our soccer program. We've had a coach there that's really done some great things with the program. He's built it. We have solid numbers all 3 levels and had some really good success. This last year we were ranked 1 in the state for a while. We lost to the eventual state champions in the district semifinals, which is always tough, but when we have a good program, other schools are going to want to play their best against us, and for the most part we handle ourselves and we do things the right way. That coach does a really good job making sure the kids are respectful and playing really hard for each other. We've had success with our girls swim team. We had a big number of girls go to the state meet and do some great things, and again, just overall our programs are growing. They're building. Our coaches are doing things the right way and making sure kids are having fun, but also learning and growing in life and in the competition field as well.
We're with Taylor Horn, the 4th-year athletic director here at Berkley High School, and this basketball program under Joe Sermo has also blossomed 8 years for a guy that went to school here, 97 graduate. How great is the passion here for basketball and what Joe has built here for the Bears? Yeah,
I mean, it's a sense of pride. You can see it, and the students wear Berkley or Bears on their jersey, and they respect that. And I think Coach has really instilled that in the kids. He's been in this community for a long time, and he's passionate about the community. He's passionate about the kids and the sport of basketball. So it's easy for me to have a coach like that. I don't have to worry about anything going wrong or anything because Joe Sermo is going to do a good thing for the program.
I know you're from out of state, but you've started to get involved in these rivalries. You know what Royal Oak Berkley is all about.
Yeah.
Tell some folks that are in the house tonight what they're about to see and why this rivalry is so intense.
Yeah, it's going to be loud. The student sections for both teams are going to show up. There's a rivalry that, to be honest with you, in the past it's gotten kind of ugly. But there's actually a new AD over at Royal Oak. Him and I have been working really hard together to make sure it's a respectful rivalry. It's going to be loud. It's going to be crazy. There's going to be a little chirping around here and there, but for the most part, we're going to respect each other and really we're going to play to get the bragging rights for the next year.
Thanks again for having us. Looking forward to more action for the Berkley Bears. Keep up the great work.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
There he is. That's Taylor Horn, the pride of Fort Wayne, Indiana, leading this Berkley athletics program. We're at halftime as we roll on between Berkley and Royal Oak. We're coming back with more action on Full Court Prep right after this.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
Welcome back to Berkley High School. Chad Bush alongside Sam Stick Day. And we were blessed with a unified game before this one. Look at those shoes. Yeah, well, it wasn't just the shoes. This fellow was fabulous in other ways. This game was amazing. And Stick, this was a fun one, a tight one until the end, a 4-point win for Royal Oak. But both teams showed out, played really good basketball.
Oh, man, it had this gym hopping, and look at this young man right there. He was getting the crowd hype, running down, pumping people up, keeping the hand in the air. It was a great time, and it really set the tone for this game that we're watching right now, because the intensity was already in the gym. It was a good time.
It sure was. Right now in this ball game, 23-20, Royal Oak on top. What sticks out for you in the first half?
The biggest thing that stuck out to me, kind of how Berkley turned it around in the second quarter, was limiting their turnovers. They had 7 in the first quarter, only 1 in the second quarter. But it's kind of a game of one man versus an entire team, and Berkley's that team with 8 players getting on the scoreboard. And you look over to Royal Oak, there's that man, Cam Clark, putting up 18 points. Free throws, we're going to see if that's becoming a thing down the road, because Berkley's missed 3 already. They are 5 of 8. And Royal Oak has cashed in on all 4 at the line.
Keep an eye on that. As you see Donnie Powell going bang for bang with Cam. Triple, strong finish. Good share to the sugar. And we've got a dandy Voss stepping out. He's the leading scorer at the break for the Bears with 7 points. We want to thank Petaway right across the street. Go to Petaway. They hooked us up with some great food. I know we've got some chicken tenders. We've had some, what'd you have, tabbouleh salad with chicken. The fattoush.
And I'm glad you talked me into the chicken. The chicken was amazing.
Yeah, isn't it great?
Yeah.
Pat the Stat with some chicken fingers and some sandwiches, all kinds of great stuff. Stop by for some fresh Mediterranean eats. Dark meat chicken pita way bowls are only $10 every Monday. Come on by, 248-509-2005. You can find them at 2485 Coolidge on Berkley, right across the street. Are you ready for something delicious? Pita Way, Berkley. Welcome back to the action, just underway. First possession for the Ravens. Ball out of bounds, baseline left.
Yeah, we were talking during halftime, with Camden Clark being the leading scorer, that Patino, that early three-pointer ended up being the difference in the first half.
3-0. Cook cleans it up, and here comes Powell and the Bears.
Yeah, Powell starting the second half. He did not start the game, so we're going to see how that impacts it as well.
Cook topside with Wyzak right in his shorts. Voss drawing some attention. Gives it up to Green. Had it swatted by Skoleski, but he sticks with it with a tough hook to cut it to 1.
Kareem would be happy with that sky hook. My goodness.
Yep.
Looked like he was just throwing it up, but it went in.
We're used to seeing Xavier Simpson with the Crews do those kinds of hooks as well. Crews playing right now against the Remix. Long corner left, short shot. Here come the Bears looking to regain the lead. Green feeling it. Stone out to Cook. Quick closeout. Floater says thank you very much. Cook finishes, and the Bears have the lead.
But that all started with the defense of Micah Green down here at the other end on Cam Clark. You saw that switch at the end of the second quarter, and it's been effective so far.
It has.
Great coaching.
Yep. To the front court. Wide open 3. Eddie Skoleski, no. Stone with a rebound. Bears looking to grow upon this lead. Voss trying to handle it, and Green got a little too handsy with it.
Yeah, just a little bit out of control on that play, but I like it. The first 2 possessions trying to go to Voss down low. They can expose that size advantage.
The freshman Harrison. Aaron Smith called him the best freshman he's coached in his 8 years. Royal Oak. Missed shot, throw ahead Stone. Layup, draws the foul on a fine throw ahead and look.
Yeah, Stone is a little upset at himself for missing this layup, but it's also a good foul. I mean, he didn't get a ton of him, but it prevented the easy bucket. In a tight game like this, every point matters. Make them earn it.
Stone line right. Split a pair of free throws earlier. There you see Joe Sermo, the fine head coach for the Berkley Bears. And son of a head coach. Learned from his father, Mike Sermo, who was an assistant at Berkley High School for 17 years. Passed away in 2020, but Joe says he learned so much from him, and he's got this program in the right direction. What a program he's built here. He's got a senior-led team, and everything's pointing to positive signs for the 11-win Bears.
And what an amazing just storyline, story arc to fulfill, your dad's position here and to become the head coach of that team that already means something more to you. That's when you put in the extra effort, and that's what it takes to build a program like he has here over this short amount of time.
No doubt. Roots at Our Lady of La Salette, just down the street. He's got a pair of twin boys that are freshmen. Saw them doing good things in the JV court. That's a fun thing to look ahead for. Royal Oak and this man, Cam. Green took it personal, those 18 points in the first half. Splash City! That's the triple. That's Urim Patino. That's his second triple, and the Ravens regain the lead by 2.
Yeah, Patino with a couple of surprise triples there, and that's the difference in the game. He's been able to be the number 2 to Cam Clark. Usually it's C.J. Harrison, but Patino's putting in that effort tonight. There's a shot at number 12 right there.
Coach said that there's a communication barrier at times. Young man still learning English, and but Aaron Smith says it's gotten better. And he's really excited about this guy. He's just kind of a flashy player, good handles, but makes the right plays, amazing footwork. He's a college prospect in soccer.
That's where that footwork comes in handy. And we're seeing a lot of that. I feel like we've called a lot of games where they're like, oh, we needed some extra players, and we found some on the soccer team. And, it translates.
Really does. Spin and a whirl, and Friedman thought he was fouled. But no call from the officials. By the way, the officials tonight, Dante Favors, Bob Sajak, and Kevin Hall. You like the no call there?
I thought he just got tripped up on his feet, so some incidental contact. I thought it was a good no call by the officials.
Fair enough.
I'll have to see the replay, and we get the benefit of that. They do not.
Yeah. Your replay operator tonight is one Matthew Schwartz. Dribble drive, cut off, kick out. To the corner. To the other corner for 3. Splash City. Eddie Skoleski, back-to-back bangers for the Ravens. They're +5 with 4:15 to go in the third. Powell with the answer. No. Cam with a rebound. Here come the Ravens looking for their largest lead of the ballgame.
And the Royal Oak student section is making some noise. But that move, putting Green on Cam Clark, has totally changed this game.
It has. Clark has been shut out in this second half. Green a big part of it. Powell, free throw line. Friedman, jumper, splash from 15 for Friedman. He's got 4, and it cuts the lead to 3 with 3:40 left.
Yeah, and when you have a 6'5" guy that's supposed to be playing down low but can hit those little free throw line shots, that adds so much to your offense.
Drive and kick, gonna try the other corner. No good for Skoleski this time. And Green is tripped. That'll be a blocking foul on Skoleski. And that'll be team foul number 3 on the Ravens.
Yeah, you saw him just stick his leg out there and get the tripping almost. And then you saw Green kind of toss the ball at the back of number 11, Luke Lizak. The official was right there, didn't say anything. So, all right, no harm, no foul.
Well, we've seen him swallow the whistle a few times. We've got an upset to pass along in a moment. It's happened in the OAA Red. Meanwhile, that's a foul on Lizak and Berkley. And now we get a technical foul. And this is going to go on the Bears. So we'll try to get another look at what went wrong. But we do know this. Friedman will go line right to shoot 2, and then there will be a technical free throw or 2 shot by the Ravens.
And the way it's lining up, it's looking like the technical was on Royal Oak, but I believe the Royal Oak student section thought it was on.
It is. The technical is on the Bears.
So why did they clear the free throw line for him to shoot?
That's a good question.
that's what's throwing me off.
Yeah,
right
you're
now,
right
Chad.
about that. Yeah, no, fair point.
So the technical, or it must have been a double tech, perhaps. Oh, my.
Missed by Friedman. We'll get another. The Royal Oak group gathering. High score tonight with 7, and Friedman sticks the second to quiet the Royal Oak Rowdies. 2-point game. And now what?
Now I believe they should be. It was a double technical. No?
Friedman was shooting. It was fouled going up, shooting. And I think he gets 2 shots there, I believe. We'll sort it all out. I'm sorry. Okay. Double technical.
That would make sense.
So, Royal Oak wins the double technical battle by 1. 4-point lead for the Ravens, 3:12 left. And now the ball will go back to Royal Oak. I'm confused, but onward we go.
Because I thought the initial free throws were for Berkley anyway, so they were going to get those shots.
Right.
Then you add on the double technical, so I'm not sure how Royal Oak got possession, but here we are. It's game time.
Right hand layup, good. That's Rogers with the lay-in. And it's back to a 6-point bump. This matches the Ravens' largest lead.
You can feel the intensity in this gym, this rivalry.
Fine 2-man game. Green with a setup to Sam Nio, who's checked in. The junior at 6'4", and how about this little roll?
Well, you mentioned it earlier in the last game we broadcast. Coach talked about how he imaged himself out of Tom Izzo, a lot of screens, a lot of dip into the lane, a lot of back cutting, and there's just a beautiful example of how well this team's coached.
Nio misses the free throw. He was a part of that #1 ranked soccer team this year.
Yeah, that puts Berkley at the line, 6 of 13.
And Nio splits the pair. 5-point game, 2:38 left. Back and forth we go. No lead has been larger than 6. But it's been mainly the Ravens leading on the road. And that man's been shut down. Clark gives it up. Hairston travels with it.
Yeah, one too many tricks in the bag right there. You had your defender. You could have just taken it to the rim and gone up. Maybe it would have been a contested shot, but a little too many pump fakes and turnarounds.
Yes, sir. We have an upset to pass along. West Bloomfield has knocked off North Farmington in what most would call an upset. And the OAA Reds, 60-58. Floater in the paint, Baker's good. That's Evan Hanick with a banker. And the Bears have cut it to a 1-possession game.
That is a tough shot, jumping to your left and shooting with your right hand. It's tough.
We did not see Havenick earlier this year, or last week rather. Now he'll come out and check Lysak. Clark looking for his first point to the second half. Gets busted with an offensive foul. So how about this Berkley defense really turning it up and shutting out Clark in this third quarter?
Yeah, Green has just been physical, and he's an active player. You know, sometimes he plays a little out of control on the offensive end, but that leads to just massive effort on the defensive end, and that's 90% of defense, it's effort. Anybody can be a good defender if you just try extremely hard.
That's right. Powell has been quiet in this game. Just 2 points for the leading scorer. Nio right block with a tough luck bounce. Voss controls with a reset for the Bears. Down low, Nio will try it again, and this time he won't miss. Here come the Bears down 1. Nio with a quick 3.
Royal Oak being very deliberate getting in their lineup right now. Cam Clark is being guarded by Powell.
Lysak with a kick to Rogers. Powell getting dirty on the deck. Hairston hanging on for dear life.
So now if I'm Cam Clark, I'm calling for a clear out. I finally got somebody else besides Micah Green dogging me.
He's got the lanky Nio who's come in and done a fine job.
Looks like they're content holding for the last shot of the quarter.
Yeah. 1 point lead for the Ravens. Clark looking for his first points, blocked by Havnik. How about the bench for Berkley? Cam at the buzzer, no. Voss with a rebound, 7 seconds left. Powell on the run, 5-4 to the hole. Donnie Ballgame with a shot at the buzzer to bury it. And the Bears will take a 1 point lead to the fourth.
That's almost exactly what we saw last week. Him in the fourth quarter, last second shot to take the lead to win the game. This is to take the lead going into the fourth quarter. Beautiful take by Powell. Says he loves that floater. My time to shine. He took over.
He got it. Splash.
And that will put some gauze on it.
Thought they were having a lot of fun, dishing it off to each other. The dunks were happening, just a good time.
At Anytime Fitness, we're more than just a gym. We're your local fitness family, there for you 24/7. At Anytime Fitness Berkley, the support is real, and it starts the moment, the time that you meet. The coaches, they don't have just one plan that fits everybody. They develop a custom plan that fits you. A total fitness experience designed around your abilities, your body, your goals. Your plan will contain a 360 approach to your health and will cover important areas other gyms simply can't. Join us at Anytime Fitness Berkley, your neighborhood gym, where the door is always open and the support is endless. You can schedule a tour today at anytimefitness.com or call to schedule a tour at 248-629-7745. There you see the Berkley bench. There you see Voss for 3. That's no good. But the Bears are +1 and have overcome a 6-point hole from about 3 minutes ago.
Yeah, well, they started getting turnovers instead of giving turnovers. It's almost an even battle there, and 10 offensive rebounds for Berkley, getting them into this game.
Voss, one of those guys with a steal on the run, lays it in. Double threes with a lay-in. He's got 9, and the Bears are +3.
Voss just showing that athleticism. He is just sneaky good at almost everything. He had a big three-pointer earlier. They're a strip and a drive.
Guy that was 5'8" in the 8th grade, and he's now 6'5", and Joe Voss kind of had that guard skill set because of his size and the late growth, and here he is. You see some of that talent on that last play.
Yeah, definitely. He put his talent on display, but this guy right here, he needs to get going if Royal Oak is going to have a shot in this game. Cam Clark did not score in that third quarter after scoring 18 in the first half. And this is sometimes a good way for a scorer to get going at the free throw line, just seeing the ball go in the hoop.
There you see Aaron Smith trying to get his guards riled up. The pair is split, and Royal Oak's been really good from the stripe tonight. It's just their second miss. The home team by 3. They've overcome a 6-point deficit. Short corner left, fader for Cook. And here comes the steam as the Bears have their largest lead of 5. make it a 4-point lead. Still their largest lead.
Micah Green on the bench. It's going to be interesting to see how they defend Cam.
Rogers back to Stoleski. And now the rookie against Cook. Cam looking for his first basket of the second half. Not there, not now, says Nio. Oh, what a burst off the bench. Donnie Powell fader, no. Joe Voss couldn't hold on. And the Ravens will get it back right to left.
Yeah, well, Nio shows you how they're going to defend him. If he gets in the lane, just swat it back at him. What a great defensive set right there for Berkley. They have really done a good job making the adjustments to shut down Cam here in the second half.
We didn't see Nio against Seaholm, but boy, has he inserted some energy tonight in this Berkley rally. There's a whistle off the ball. It's going to go on the Ravens. And Aaron Smith can't believe it.
I didn't see what happened there, but Aaron Smith can't believe it, like you said. He's shaking his head a little bit. So here we go, a 4-point game. Berkley with the ball.
Voss thought about it, rips, drive, lay in, no, and that's an offensive foul on Voss. That's his third, and Joe Sermo with some decisions to make now.
And who was it that took that charge? Number 20. I don't.
Rogers.
Okay, I was gonna say I don't see him here on my sheet, but man, that was a business decision to step in there and take that against the big 6'5" Voss, and he took it like a champ.
He sure did. Yeah, he's not on our sheet. There's a throw ahead. Watch out. Patino on the run against Cook and Nio. He wants nothing to do with that. And a Royal Oak reset for the Ravens in black. Out of the OAA blue against their rival tonight. Lost the lead. Can they regather it? Long possession here. Patino, the nifty pass. Rejected. And that's Haynick again saying, Powell, and we've got a tie up, and we're going to go the other way. How about the bench for Berkley in this game?
Well, you saw it earlier, and Haynick and Nio coming in the game. They've definitely affected, but we saw it earlier. This has been a complete team effort for Berkley. 8 people scoring for them in the first half, even more adding to that list here in the second half. And, you know, during these rivalry games, those role players play big roles.
They sure do. We'll keep it right here with 5:04 to go. The Berkley Bears, glad to be in Berkeley. Won't be our last time. 11-5 on the season. 7-2 in conference. It's a conference they call the OAA Blue. About 1,200 students at this fine institution. You'll recall Bruce Flowers, a 75 grad. Boy, was he fabulous. First team parade All-American, 4 years at Notre Dame, NBA draft pick, and won the FIBA Cup as well. Played in Europe, did some great things there. But the Bears of Berkeley, a proud basketball community. And so is Royal Oak. Look at, they got, there's the rally. Eli Wiles getting all the juice tonight. And the Ravens, they're getting rowdy. But Berkeley's brought it as well. And fun to see this rivalry playing out.
It's tough. It's tough, Jamie. Yeah, it's been a fun game here. And the intensity, like I said, picked up from the earlier games. And it's just been an intense scene. Both student sections having fun. And tight game here.
Cam with the basketball across the timeline. Against tight defense. 3 ball, Patino, no. Cook with a board.
Yeah, you just can't talk highly enough about what Berkeley's done here in the second half, being able to keep Cam Clark very limited. That looked like that was supposed to be a pass, but it went off the rim.
Lysak ahead, Skolinski draws the foul. And this is what Royal Oak wants to do, get some offense from that defense.
Yeah, that's the easiest way to score points. And when we were talking to Aaron Smith, he wanted to play in the 40s, and they're almost there. That's where he wants to get to. Still at a mid-30 scoring right now, though.
So line left, Eddie Skolinski. And off the mark. Well, we want to send a congratulations to our good friend Sam Stick Day and Corey Day. There she is. That's Josephine Elizabeth Day. And there's Stick and Corey. Congratulations, brother.
Proud
of you. Happy for you both.
It's crazy to see that that's actually my child.
It is. Congratulations, man. It's a beautiful thing. Daughters are a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's been a fun couple days here. I'll tell you that much. She's only 4 days old. It's bizarre to hang out with a 4-day-old.
Well, we heard she was a champ, and we expected nothing less. Congratulations, man.
Yeah, thank you very much, and got to give all the credit to Corey, too, for doing all the work. I got the easy part and just support.
You bet. Congrats to Anna as well. Powell high on the right. Rip, drive, kick, knocked away and stolen away with high hands. Corner drive, Patino. Start, stop, kick, top side. Rogers gave it up for the greater good. And a wild Royal Oak possession.
Yeah, just kind of sloppy and passing up open shots, too.
Urim Patino jumper no. Powell with a rebound, and the Bears +4 looking for their largest lead of the ball game.
Yeah, and you feel like this is the biggest possession of the game right here. If they can push this to a 6 or 7 point game, it's going to be real tough for Royal Oak to get that scoring to come back.
Nio topside to Cook. Havnik for 3. Haynick rather for 3. Part of that bench brigade, he and Nio. Tight man-to-man for this Bear defense.
It's a man-to-man defense, so you're wondering why they don't put Cam in more pick-and-roll situations, trying to switch Green off of him, because Green has just shut him down ever since he's been put on him.
Right about that. 2-team in the right block, nowhere to go. Cook with good pressure defense. Rogers pull up, 16-footer in and out. And here come the Bears +4 with 2:20 left in this game.
Yeah, and you can see that really hurt the Royal Oak bench. Everybody's now sitting back, kind of with their hands on their heads. It's getting crunch time here for Royal Oak.
Left block, Nio, and that's a double dribble. Thanks to the pressure from Rogers. Some good minutes off the bench, though, for the big junior. And Nio, who gets a warm welcome back to the bench.
Yeah, big block, high five from the coach right there, and you get the luxury of checking Voss back in the game, who's just been a major factor.
A fresh-legged Voss. Still got Friedman down there as well. So, 2 minutes left. Royal Oak running out of possessions, but enough time. Patino with 6 with the basketball. Patient offense.
Yeah, you got to wonder when Cam Clark just takes it on himself and says, you know what, I got to get a shot up.
Shot up there, 3 no. Luke Lysak missed it. Bears have it. 90 seconds left in this game. Powell rip drive, the floater no. But an offensive reset, Voss to the corner, Cook, no. And a foul from behind, it's going to go on Eddie Skoleski. But how about the pesky Bears with 3 possessions?
And there you go. That's what happens when you check that big man Voss in the game. He's just a big, formidable guy out there. You can't push him around. He's in the action at all time. This was on the secondary rebound there, but he was able to keep that first possession alive and kick it to the corner.
And at 15, they'll double Powell and heat him up. Rogers, and they forced a timeout. Joe Sermo will keep it right here. As you look at the Royal Oak Ravens, Down 4 now, but it's been a solid season for the Ravens, injury plagued. But look, 4-6 in the blue, 1,400 kids in the school. First league title in school history back a couple seasons ago by Aaron Smith in his 8th season. And, of course, Dylan Hoffman last year with a fabulous year. Royal Oak's all-time leading scorer chose to surpass college basketball. A lot of kids are doing that. That's okay. Going on, continuing their education, and calling it quits on what's been a great asset in their life.
Yeah, and that's the great thing about sports. It's not just about what you do. It's about the camaraderie. It's about what you learn from them, how to bounce back in life. And there's a lot of life lessons to be learned, and we can get poetic about it, but that's really what sports are. Yep. They teach you how to take the loss, come back the next time, try even harder, because it's going to happen. In life, you're going to get knocked down, Chad.
That's right. Lifelong memories. And, the Bears trying to stay on top here and knock off the Ravens and take the season sweep. 70 seconds left. All alone, Cook from Powell. And it's a 6-point Bear lead with 60 seconds left, their largest of the night.
Yeah, that was just a defensive mistake, leaving Powell all alone.
Splash City. The lead's cut in half like that. Timeout, Aaron Smith. We'll take it with him. We're back in 30. How about the triple? The Ravens saying, we're not going home yet, Stick.
And you were wondering when he was just going to take it upon himself and get a shot out, even if it was contested. That's your best player. He's got to make the plays in the big moment.
Every morning, I woke up with stabbing pain in my feet. Plantar fasciitis, the doctor called it. All I know is it really hurt. One visit to fix my feet today and the pain was gone. And even better, the custom arch supports I got worked in all my shoes.
Don't wait. End your foot pain now. Call or visit Fix My Feet today.
Fix My Feet is now open in Rochester Hills, located on Rochester Road in the Target Center. Come in for a free consultation.
Ah, yes, delicious. Pita Way Berkley across the street. Oh, it was amazing. Stop by for some fresh Mediterranean eats. Dark meat chicken pita way bowls, only $10 every bowl Monday. Go find them across the street. Are you ready for something delicious? 248-509-2005. Find them on Coolidge Highway in Berkeley, just across the street. Welcome back to Royal Oak. 49 seconds left, Stick. The home team Bears by 3, holding on.
Yeah, and if you're Royal Oak, you got to press right now, try to get the turnover. We talk about it all the time. There is no shot clock in high school basketball. So you wonder if Berkeley's going to be aggressive and go for are they going to Dan Campbell it here and just go for it?
Powell gets it away to Voss. Baseline drive and a patient pass. And the Ravens, with just one foul, would need to foul 4 times. And that's a physical foul.
Well, it still counts as 1, no matter how physical it is.
Yeah, but much more physical, and that might count as 2. I mean, I don't think Skoleski was trying to do anything. Might have lost his balance. That's just the second team foul, though, Stick. I mean, they've got to foul 3 more times.
Well, you like the aggressiveness going for the steal, but yeah, at some point you just got to say, all right, we're not getting that.
Inbound to Cook, double team, down to 20 seconds, and Green is fouled. That'll go on Rogers.
And coach is telling Green, you cannot hold the ball. You got to get it out of your hands in that moment. But also, I mean, why not bleed the clock down with the fouls? Because if you just throw it out of your hands and a turnover happens, next thing you know, 3-point shot, tie ball game.
7 of 14 is Berkley from the line tonight. 13 seconds left, and the Bears are happy to play keep away. And Powell will finally get fouled with 9 seconds left. That's foul number 4, and the Bear fans are really starting to feel it now.
It looks like they're sending him to the line, so that must have been the 5th foul, because he was clearly not shooting. Oh, no, there we go. Now they're setting it back.
Donnie wanted to get to that line. Hard to blame him.
That's what scorers do. They want those free points.
Hainick in the backcourt will finally get fouled with 5 seconds left. And 1 out of 2 here.
Yeah, that's the tough part about that 5-foul rule, getting there. Like it's interesting how not fouling during the game can hurt you in the end when you're not supposed to foul at all.
Right. And this is a case of that here. Haynick, who came in off the bench and has made an impact, misses the free throw. It's been a tough night at the free throw line for Joe Sermo's boys.
We saw that in the Seaholm game, too. Seaholm did them a lot of favors, missing at the line.
This is a big one. And that is a 4-point lead. A 2-possession lead. Timeout, Royal Oak. The Ravens want timeout with 5 seconds left.
Yeah, and if you're in that huddle right now for Berkley, all you're saying is do not foul. The only way this game can be tied is if you foul a three-point shooter. Let them shoot the three. The clock still runs in high school after the ball goes through the hoop. So 5 seconds, pretty much they can get their three-point shot off. Just do not foul them.
Is it almost a situation where you just want to get your guys, back under the bucket? Away from anybody. There's no need to really even pressure any ball.
And if you want to get cute about it, go for the foul and waste some time because you got a foul to burn too.
That's right. You got a foul to burn.
So
Good point.
If you want to get cute about it, but the real thing is do not foul a three-point shooter because there's no way they're going to get 2 possessions out of 5 seconds.
22 points tonight for Clark, 18 of them in the first half for Royal Oak. The defense by Berkley in the second half, really the difference. You see the Rowdies here in this raucous gym. We'll be back here. Yeah, Berkley. Berkley knows how to get it done. It's been a fun night. Glad we're here. Berkley trying to hold on, up by 4. Ravens to trigger here. They'll have to go full court.
Look at Coach. Just get away. Just get away. It looks like he's swimming. Just get away.
We'll have our G of the game after. Stick around for this one. The throw ahead. Cam 3 at the buzzer. No good. And that's it. The Bears have swept their rival Royal Oak in the season series. It's a 4-point win tonight, a 5-point win earlier this year, and a win number 12 for this Berkley team as they continue to show they've got what it takes to come from behind and win.
Yeah, I'm sure that's not how they drew it up, but you're seeing the heart, you're seeing how well they're coached, and you're seeing the ability they have to use multiple players to affect the game. They have 9-10 people score tonight. That's impressive at any level.
We'll take a timeout. We're coming back with our G of the game right after this.
Health Quest is different because we look at the patient as an individual and the whole patient, not just the sum of their parts. We do an in-depth evaluation that will go from head to toe, picking up on things that most clinicians just would not really think about treating.
HealthQuest Physical Therapy has over 40 convenient locations with experienced therapists ready to exceed your expectations. Our highly trained clinicians excel in not only orthopedic injuries and pain, but also Parkinson's disease, women's health, and everything in between. Our state-of-the-art facilities are constantly raising the bar to provide you the cutting-edge treatments you're looking for. We are in-network with most insurances and are open 6 days a week. Schedule your free assessment today at hqpt.com.
My time to shine. He took over. He got it. Splash.
And that will put some gauze on it.
Thought they were having a lot of fun, dishing it off to each other. The dunks were happening. Just a good time.
Oh, here we go.
Welcome back to Berkley High School. A 4-point win for the Bears. A sweep of the series of their rival Royal Oak. And we're here with our G of the game. It's Mr. Joe Voss.
Yes, sir.
That best hair in the building is now covered up by this stinking G of the game hat. Can you take that thing off? Show everybody the hair, man. All right. Now put it on. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. That should be a commercial.
Oh, yeah.
Joe Voss, our G of the game, 9 points in this one, and they were really at a critical juncture. Talk about the win against a team like Royal Oak, a tough competitor tonight. You had to come from behind to win this game.
Yeah, we just don't lose to Royal Oak. We played them for ever since I was in 7th grade. I don't think I've ever lost. So, yeah, we just show out.
Quite a run it is now. 12 of the last 13. Berkley has knocked off Royal Oak. Talk about this game and how it evolved and what you guys had planned coming into it and what ended up happening. And you guys were resilient coming from behind in the game.
We got my boy. He goes by Byron. He's Evan. It was great to have him back on the floor. And Donnie showed up. Everyone just showed up. They came to play.
A good point. Your bench.
Sam Neo, man.
Sam Neo came in off the bench, and Evan as well. They were a big part of the win. It's a team effort. You had 9 players score in this game. It has to feel good to have a team effort.
Oh, yeah. The bigs, coach has been giving us a lot of crap. We scored 0 points the last 2 games, and I said I wanted to be G a game at the start of the game. So,
well, my man, you're
don't
make it your last.
Thank you.
Give me that.
There he is, Joe Voss. Yeah, there's guys in here, Stone's in here. Yeah,
Jabroni.
Yeah,
we got all
some good guys. Well, we're happy to be in the Bear Den. Keep it rolling. Thanks for having us out here.
Thanks for coming.
All right, you bet.
And shout out OPM to sponsor this.
Right on. Yeah, OPM. Yeah, they did a nice job. We appreciate their sponsorship.
Oh, yeah.
All right, man. Thanks so much. We appreciate it. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thanks a lot.
We'll see you down the line. That's Joe Voss, our G of the game. We'll take a timeout from Berkley. Highlights and stats and much, much more coming up. We're back to put the baby to bed in Berkley right after this.
From an ordinary idea comes a great journey. It all starts with a simple thought, a vision of something bigger, greater than what already exists. It's that spark that ignites the passion and drive to create something truly amazing. At G-Brand, we understand this journey well. We take pride in the details and perfecting every aspect of the process, regardless of how small or big they may be. Because it's more than just a design or a shirt. It's about outfitting future champions. There's something to be said about a team coming together, each member contributing their unique skills, talents, and ideas. It's that collective effort that takes a simple idea and turns it into something truly great. The process can be excruciating, with countless hours spent tirelessly reviewing every detail. But the end result is pure and so rewarding, knowing that we've created something that will inspire greatness in those who wear it. Whether they come from a savage land or a booming metropolis, whether their numbers are 2 or 2 billion, the greatest their numbers could ever become is truly to become one. That's why at G-Brand, we're more than just a clothing company. We're a movement, a community of like-minded individuals who believe in the power of coming together to make a difference. So join us on this journey as we strive to outfit future champions and inspire greatness in all that we do. G-Brand. Now that's game.
Well, the Bears protect the Den. They're now 7-1 on the year and get their 12th win of the season. It wasn't always easy. How about that hook shot to get them going? Stick, what was it really the turning point when the Bears seemed to turn it on in this game?
For me, it was Micah Green. When he picked up his defensive intensity and kind of shut down Cam Clark in that second half, only allowing 4 points, it completely changed the complexion of the game because Royal Oak went from 3 people scoring in the first half with Cam having 18 of their points to having to get other people involved, and they just didn't have enough. When you got a barrage of Berkley players coming at you, 10 players on this roster put a point on the board tonight, Chad. 10 players. Most schools go 7 deep at most, right? These guys go 10 deep, just bringing people off the bench, and not only contributing on the offensive end, you saw some defensive blocks coming in when they were coming off the bench. Just a great overall performance, and that man right there, Mr. Do Everything, the strip, the steal, the drive, the lay-in, he's using his size all game long, getting offensive rebounds. just a great team effort, and that's what you see every time you watch Berkley play basketball. These guys love it. There's no singular superstar on this team. I mean, you can point to Donovan Powell as their guy, but when you see a game like this with Powell coming in the second, coming in off the bench after starting the game on the bench, you see that they got the tools to be whatever team they really want to be when they have to be it.
A lot of depth. On the other side, Royal Oak, a team that came in, led really for most of this game. 80% of the game they led. You mentioned Cam Clark. I mean, 22 points, so much you could say about him. They were close in this game and really had the game in their hands for most of it.
Yeah, Cam Clark, it was interesting because I mentioned it during the third quarter. At some point, he's got to start forcing shots. You know, he's a good enough shooter to where he's going to have to put up those contested shots. And the minute he does it, he hits a three to cut the lead in half with 90 seconds to go. Just couldn't get the ball back, couldn't get the defensive stop. I mean, a good night for Royal Oak. There's nothing to hang your head about tonight. You played good basketball, just kind of unraveled there, but that's what Berkley does to people. We've seen it twice in a row.
Sure enough, you keep cracking that stone, and there's something that's going to come out called water. It's fortuitous tonight for the Berkley Bears, who get their 12th win against 5 defeats, and they get another position in the OAA Blue. Trying to chase Avondale, may not get there, but stick there amongst a district with Groves, Oak Park, Royal Oak, Warren Mott. It's a competitive district, but one that they feel they can win.
Yeah, well, I'm going back to the team basketball. If I'm any of those teams that I'm scouting Berkley, who are you going to pick to shut down? How are you going to defensively assign to them? You can't. So even though those other teams are very formidable and they're very good, this team is just very tough to play against because you can't single one guy out.
Yeah. Royal Oak falls to 9-9. Berkley advances to 12-5. They've now won 12 of their last 13 against their rival Royal Oak. A lot more to shake out before this season ends. Want to thank Berkley for having us here. Joe Sermo, the head coach. Taylor Horn, the athletic director. Really feels good in Berkley tonight. Feels good to have a crew like this. Captained by Alex Westfall, your executive producer. Matt Schwartz on, is that a clap for Alex Westfall? Matt Schwartz on replay, your replay coordinator. Alex Mayer on camera 1. Mike Batches, the Batch Man, on camera 2. Ron Hunter on graphics. Rob Hunter, my goodness, on graphics, doing great work. Fish on audio, your A1 tonight. Fish, Rob Hunter, there he is, the Hunt Man, doing great work. My partner, Sam Stick Day, the newest of the daddies. And look at the stat crew trying to get out the door. Last to arrive, first to leave. Gotta love them, our stat crew.
Out of here.
They're really good and high maintenance, and they hug. That's Pat the Stat and Jamie Janssen. What a crew we've got. And the man holding the camera, Eli Wiles. Blessed with his presence tonight. Always good to have Eli. He's one of the OGs, and we're always glad to have him in the house. My name's Chad Bush. Thanks so much for watching. Your final score tonight. The Bears win it by a final score of 41-37. Thanks so much for watching. My name's Chad Bush. Good night, everybody.